On Fox, this is Christ169. It's my gamer tag. PlayStation Network, Xbox Live. My name is Mark. How you doing, Stonefox? This is my rebuttal to you. You say that the Sony D3 was not what Xbox was. I don't know. I don't know what you saw. What I saw was a bunch of smoke and mirrors from the Xbox. I saw Gears of War 5 that everybody knew was coming. And I saw Halo 6 or Infinity that everybody knew was coming. Uh, and the 5 studios they bought were studios that were working with them anyway. Granted, a couple games I want to look at. You know, we us we a few whatever it was, and some other ones to look at. But that's about it. Um, Tomb Raider obviously would be something I'll look at on the Xbox. It's, I have One X as well. Got it for Christmas. So I can see those two being those three. I'll get Gears of War 5 and Halo, and maybe we small few what it's called. Um, it's understandable that what what's really being looked at, in fact, is that I don't look at the fancy, smashy here. It's all they can have pyro at the Xbox E3. I wouldn't change my grade. I gave it a B minus. It was good, but it wasn't 100% great. Uh, it wasn't like something of wow, that was something great. Yes, Sony's was weird. You had some Japanese guy, or look like a Japanese guy, in some little hat there playing a wicked suit flow, or a wicked flute solo, or flute solo in the thing there. You know, not really understanding. Um, Now it was part of the game. Now every one of them was part of a game. With the guy with banjo, of course, was about Last of Us 2. That looked really good. And of course, the whole same-sex lesbian scene that to me is whatever. To me, it's so passe. To me, it's like this is so 2016. So so I understand. They're trying to sell games and make everybody feel special. Blah blah blah. But the story looks cool. I know I didn't finish. No, I didn't finish the first one. I just I never get into it. This needs little bit more my style, a little more fast paced. Uh, when you're concerned about Sony not coming out with a new console, they don't have to. Not right now. No, they're taking the milk. No, they're taking the milk train all the way to the dairy. No, they're taking the milk train to the bank. They're milking everything that they can get out of this. The original PS4 Pro, PS4, base model is doing better than the One X. The Slim, I always say the Slim's doing okay, but the Slim's not doing too well anyway. But the Pro is beating the One X in sales. In most cases, 3 to 1. Now, my PS4 sits there and collects dust. I clean it off every time because I'm playing a lot of games on my Xbox. They're not first party titles. I have Game Pass as well. Now, I would say that I'm happy to see Master Collection finally going to Game Pass because I bought it when it first came out and I got frustrated with it. So I traded it in, sold something. What to do with it? Got something else. But I do understand what you're saying about the E3 Sony press conference. I even made a comment: less banjos, less wicked flute solo. Let's get some games, and they did show some games, but the games we knew. But in Spider-Man looked really good, so I have to give at least the greatest Sony at least a beat. They beat out Xbox in my mind because they had just a little bit more. Not much. A B minus to a B is not that much. You know, in high school it's like what like 10 points. So fast forward 18 years plus we've been out of school, probably longer than that. Probably both of us. Almost 19 years for me. Uh, you know, that little 10 points are going to mean a lot. People have said that Sony was great, people say Sony was bad. People say that Bethesda beat all of them out. And that's not even a console. That's a freaking damn. It's not even a console competitor. That's a damn freaking software company. A developer. So it's saying something that I think Bethesda was good. I think Bethesda was probably the one with the A minus, A at least. I didn't watch all of it, but I give everything I watched, partially everything I watched to a extent, A minus or a minus grade. Not because I think it's crap, because I rewatched it a couple times to get over. I'm gonna watch the pre-press conference with the Xbox One again. I had a C plus on it, changed to B minus because I got watched it again before watching Sony one, changed it to a B minus because I wrote more things down. I realized I missed some things. Cause I went to the kitchen or whatever. Some things happen. So you know, so it wasn't too bad. Now, granted, the feed of the Sony one was not great. The feed lost the feed twice. Went totally dark. I understand it was kind of funny. It was some makeshift church that was supposed to be for Last of Us 2, Part 2, that looked pretty good. So I'm probably going to pre-order that one. I think pre-order GameStop or do one on PlayStation Network. I don't know, sure. Um, you would think if you do digitally, they'll give you a cheaper price on it, but they don't. $10 cheaper would be great. Um, but that's me, though. So I do think that the Xbox coming out with a new console is needed because Sony is, like I said, taking this taking this cash out of the bank, and they're just, they're just draining the damn money out of this cow. They're gonna drain it until it's dry. They're gonna drain it until every last bit of it is dropped and gone. Then they'll make a PS5, and I hope for both our sakes that backwards compatibility is on there with on the disc, reading off the disc from PS3, PS4 all the way down to PS1. Hell, even make a freaking attachment you can play PSP games. I don't know, whatever. Maybe Vita games, whatever. Hell, and make it the most best console in the whole world. Because the Xbox Two will probably be out, like you said, 2020. I'll give you that much. And, even Red Dragon thinks is a console ready or not 2020. I don't think so. Because the One X it's been out less than a year, and it hadn't my watch hadn't been a year yet. Not I'm not wearing a watch, but my watch hadn't been a year yet. So you're gonna have a console for 2 years that's practically $500 to throw it out to just buy a new one. It's gonna cost $800 maybe, $1,000 maybe. So I don't see the understanding from yourself and from the Red Dragon talking about where they have to have a brand new console. Now, Xbox has to do something because they're being destroyed, like I said, by the original base PlayStation 4. The Slim did okay for a while, sold like I think 1 to 3 million, I don't know what it was. 1.3 million, 2 million, I don't know, 3 million. It didn't sell great, but it sold a lot better than people thought it did. But people didn't like it, I guess. I don't know. And the Pro is really kicking it off. So since they had that freaking damn sale a couple times, like a week ago, or still on, I guess it is, where I think it's like a 349 for a Pro. And I was told a friend of mine, they knock it down to 299, like they did when they did the like they did the like they did the um, original PlayStation, PS1, PSX, and make the original PlayStation 4 $199. Even though it'd be kind of silly, why would you sit there and buy? But then again, it'd be weird. Um, hey, you spend $100 more, you get this better console. But then that'll totally kill Xbox. Then again, it hurt him too because well, why am I going to two consoles to compete each other? So, but the original Xbox is no longer around. The base Xbox, the big VCR looking one, is no longer available. You can't buy. They're not manufactured anymore. You can buy them, but they're not manufacturing them anymore. So that being said, though, I don't think your fears are unfaulted, but I think they're just premature because the the ramifications of Xbox coming out in 2020 with a brand new console is kind of silly to me because it. Why I say that because, like I said, the One X has been out less than a year, so they're coming out 20 next year, 2019, E3 in 2019. New console, new Xbox console. Why in the hell am I gonna buy an Xbox One X then? Oh, hey, I bought one 6 months ago. You're telling me now it's gonna be what worth anything? Even though it's gonna be rubbish, it's just gonna be worth something. But I don't know. It to me it seems like Xbox is trying to grasp everything they can, and I think that with this as this goes on through the weeks, days, weeks, months, and even until the end of this year, we're gonna find out how many of these games are gonna be out because Crackdown is gonna be forever. The Xbox 4 or 5 will be out, but that damn game comes out. Halo 6 better live up the hype, because if not, it's gonna be dead in the water. Um, but I understand what you're saying about the conference, but I think your fears are unfounded because there's really no reason to be afraid about it because Sony, can afford to have a not so great E3 press conference and bang out some serious games and just take the money and throw it in the air and say, hey, we're number one. And you could be like Xbox, you have pyro and people jumping in the air and lions on elephants on the whole thing, and you can have a circus environment if you want to. But I'm more along the lines of seeing the games. And Sony had the games. Xbox had a better press conference, but that doesn't always equal or you know um, addition into sales. So it could be a bad thing for them. Xbox saying a new console coming out, working on a new console, could be good for them. But we'll have to see and find out in the next 6 months to, of course, at least another year, half a year to a year, to see what really goes on. E3 this time, E3 next year, we should have an idea of seeing what, where is being said. And for all he knows, Sony come out and say, hey, PS5 coming out next year. Or in 2021. It has happened before in companies, so. Yeah. So, Stonefox, I do like your videos, great stuff. Um, but I want to make this video to you. Respond to it if you want to, or if you can. I'll give me your thought on it. And maybe we'll do like a video, like a video Skype chat or whatever about it, and do like a like a blog or whatever, and discuss this stuff. But yeah, this is Christ 169 Kmart. Peace, love. God bless you. Peace out.